As I continue working on my first blog post here inside of WordPress, I can't help but think that it needs some sort of imagery. So let's go ahead and take a look at now how we can start to add things like images to our blog post. It's actually very easy when you're using the WordPress editor. So the first thing I'm going to do is determine exactly where the image needs to go inside of my post. In this case, I'm just going to put it right at the start. So I'm going to click right before this sentence and I'll just hit enter to give it some space. And I'm going to put it right here on this first line. In order to insert media like images into your post, you simply come up here to where it says upload/insert, and you can hover over these to see that you can add an image, a video, audio, and even other types of media. In this case, I want to add an image, so I'll go ahead and click the first icon. Once I click that icon, I get this light box set up here where I can then select files to add from my computer. I can select from a URL or add from the existing media library. Now, since this is a fresh install of WordPress, I have not uploaded anything to my media library, so there's nothing to use there. So therefore, I need to start uploading some things from my computer. So I'll go ahead and click Select Files. And in this dialog box here, I just navigate to where I want to find something on my computer. And once I find an interesting image, I'll just go ahead and plug that in. So I'll just grab a picture of some clouds here and hit open. WordPress automatically uploads the image for me and optimizes it to be used. The bigger the image, the longer this process will take, by the way. It should be noted that the maximum upload file size is 32 megs. So now I have the ability to look at the image. I can see the file name, the file type, the date I uploaded it, and the dimensions of the file itself. I can also do things like add a title, alternate text, captions, and descriptions. So in this case, I'm going to call this Dark Clouds. The alternate text is going to be Creepy Dark Clouds. My caption is going to be A Dark and Stormy Night. For the link URL, that just means when the photo is clicked, where does it go? I'm going to choose no URL. I could also hit the none button to do that. Alignment. If I want it to be left aligned, center, or right, I can choose that. In this case, I want it on its own, so I'm just going to say none. And then I can also pick the size. So I can say that I want it to be 150 by 150, a thumbnail, 300 by 225, medium, large, 584 by 438, or the full size, which is over 2,000 pixels wide. In this case, I believe I'm just going to use a large version, and I'll just go ahead and insert it into the post by clicking Insert into Post. Once I do that, it's automatically going to insert the image, and I can't get a very good preview of it here, so I'll just go ahead and click Preview Changes. Once I do that, it's going to launch my blog site, and in preview mode, I can check out the image and the caption underneath, A Dark and Stormy Night. Now, I didn't add a link to it, so I can't click on it or anything like that. It just basically shows me the image in its entirety. If I'm happy with this image, I can close this up, and I can simply click Update Post. If I'm not happy with the image, I can click on it, and I get this little option to either edit or delete the image. In this case, I think I want to edit the image, so I'm just going to hover over the image itself and click the edit button. I'm going to take a look at the settings here, and in this case, I think I'm going to change the caption to "This was a very scary night." And the link URL, I'm just going to say, link it to the image. I may also shrink it down a little bit. Looked a little big, so I'm going to shrink it to about 80%. Now, I can also go into the advanced settings if I choose to, and I can see things like the title of the link, where the link's going to open, if I want to add a CSS class to it or add any styles. I can also select that the link opens in a new window and things like that. For the image properties, I can add things like border, vertical, and horizontal space. In this case, I'm pretty happy with all the options that I've got right now, so I'm just going to click Update. Once I click Update, it's going to automatically update those settings for me, and if I click Preview Changes, it takes me right back to my WordPress blog. there's the smaller version of the image with the updated caption as well. If I'm happy with this, I can close up the preview and come back and simply click Update. Once the update is complete, I get a notification at the top, and I can open that up to view the blog post, and that'll take me to my actual site where the blog post should be there in its fully edited form with my new image and caption intact. So there you have it, how to quickly and easily add images to your posts inside of WordPress.